Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind howling, your heart pounding like a war drum. Behind you is everything familiar. In front of you, nothing but air, fear, and a whispered promise. Because sometimes, the only way to rise is to risk the fall. This isn't just poetic drama, it's truth. Today, you'll experience a story that shatters the myth that success is smooth. It's not about dodging failure. It's about falling on purpose and turning the bruise into a badge. And if you've ever stood on your personal edge between who you are and who you could be, this is your moment. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's time to jump. 1. The anatomy of a risk. Let's get one thing straight. Every breakthrough begins at a breaking point. To rise, we must first understand the fall, not fear it. Falling is the universe's rawest, most brutally honest professor. A baby doesn't master walking by reading a manual. It stumbles, flops, face plants, and then giggles, because it hasn't learned to be ashamed of the fall. So, why have we? As adults, we treat falling like it's final, like it means we're broken. But in the realm of greatness, risk isn't reckless, it's required. Let's talk examples. Thomas Edison failed more than 1,000 times before lighting up the world, literally. But to him, those weren't failures. He called them 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. Oprah Winfrey was fired because she was too emotionally invested in her stories. Now, that same emotion built a billion-dollar empire. And Michael Jordan? Cut from his high school basketball team. Now his shoes have a better career than most people. These legends didn't avoid falling. They mastered the art of it. To risk the fall is to scream into the void. I trust the future version of me more than I fear the current unknown. So what does risk look like in real life? Quitting that soul-sucking job to start your bakery, podcast, or alpaca farm. Confessing your dream out loud. Yes, even to Uncle Bob who thinks dreams are for hippies. Choosing growth over comfort, again and again. Key takeaway: falling doesn't define you, but refusing to rise will. 2. The fear factor, why most never jump. Fear is sneaky. It doesn't show up in horror movie screams. It whispers in polite excuses. I'll try next year. I need more research. What if people laugh at me? Spoiler, some will. And then they'll go back to watching reruns while you build something legendary. Fear is baked into our biology. Back in caveman days, fear kept us alive. But today, the tiger isn't trying to eat us. It's just Karen from accounting judging your TikTok side hustle. We crave certainty. But certainty is a luxury, not a prerequisite for progress. So why don't we jump? We confuse comfort with happiness. We'd rather feel safe than fulfilled. We overestimate the pain of failure and underestimate the regret of what if. But hear this, a plane is safest in a hangar, but it wasn't built for hangars. It was built for sky. So were you. You weren't designed to shrink, to conform, to blend. You were born to break molds, start fires, and dance in the middle of fear. Yes, you'll be scared. Yes, you'll fall. Yes, people might roll their eyes. But courage doesn't mean fearless. It means you leap while your legs shake. Key takeaway: if it scares you and matters, that's the path you take. 3. The science of resilience. Okay, so you jumped. You fell. Now what? Enter resilience, the quiet, gritty, unsexy superpower that separates dreamers from doers. Resilience isn't DNA. It's a decision. Here's how to build it. Reframe the fall, stop calling it failure. Call it a plot twist. Call it tuition. You're not broken, you're becoming. Build bounce-back habits, journal the suck. Count your wins, even if it's, I didn't cry in public today. Surround yourself with people who clap when you fall and when you rise. Anticipate the dip, it's not if things go wrong, it's when. But you've trained for this. Visualize the climb before it's real. It's imagined. Top performers see the win before they live it. So close your eyes and picture the finish line. Still think it's luck? J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times. Colonel Sanders heard no over 1,000 times. Now his chicken runs entire highways. It's not talent. It's relentless refusal to quit. Key takeaway: grit, genius. Every single time. 4. The rebirth after the fall. There's something sacred about crashing and then rising from the ashes like you invented fire. Every fall strips you, humiliates you, but it also reveals your real self, the version with scars, strength, and spine. Because gold isn't ruined by fire. It's refined in it. How to rise stronger. Reflect. What did the pain teach you? Refocus. Clarity is your weapon. Rebuild. But don't aim to get back. Aim to go beyond anything you've ever been. Your pain? It becomes purpose. Your scars? They become someone else's roadmap. And your story? It becomes the survival guide for someone else standing at the edge. Key takeaway: the comeback always outshines the fall, if you let it. 5. The legacy of leaping. What happens when you live a life of risk, of intentional falling, rising, breaking, rebuilding, and leaping again? You inspire. You disrupt. You lead. You stop playing defense with life and finally show up on offense. Every act of courage you take sends ripples. Like a stone tossed into still water, your leap causes waves you may never see, but they matter. Your boldness becomes a green light for others stuck at red. Your scars tell stories for those too afraid to speak. Your "I did it scared" becomes someone else's "maybe I can too." Legacy isn't built with bronze statues or golden plaques. It's built with lives touched, changed, ignited. It's built in moments where fear knocked, and you answered with a grin, a nod, and a running start. And let's be honest, Steve Jobs wasn't trying to invent the future just for kicks. He wanted to put a dent in the universe. And you? You're carrying a hammer too. So jump. Risk the fall. Rise like never before. Because someone out there is quietly waiting for you to leap so they can find their wings. And remember this: you weren't born to blend in. You were born to break the sound barrier of mediocrity with your own personal sonic boom. Now, before you go off leaping into greatness or launching your billion-dollar chicken recipe like Colonel Sanders, hit that subscribe button like it owes you rent money. Like this video if you've ever tripped in public, recovered, and pretended it was a dance move. Comment below with the leap you're most afraid to take, because let's face it, if you say it out loud, you just might do it. And we're all here to cheer you on like over-caffeinated life coaches. And hey, if you're still waiting for a sign to take that leap, this is it. Unless you were waiting for a talking goat named Larry to show up and yell, "Leap, my child." Well, Larry's on vacation in Florida. So for now, let this video be your goat. Go, leap, rise, repeat. Because greatness doesn't knock politely. It screams, "Last call." And you don't want to miss your flight.